Hi, this is Sandy Coyne Gilbert, and I am here to provide you with a recorded syllabus. As you'll notice, this is OL 500 Foundations of Leadership. All of your subsequent classes will have a very similar format in the way the syllabus appears. You'll notice it says Thursday class night. It does not mean that you have to be here. It does mean that your week begins on Thursday. The actual class, which is going to be recorded for you if you're not available, is 6 p.m. to 8:50 p.m. Classroom is 108, and also via Blackboard Collaborate. And I sent you a link earlier this week for tonight's class. You'll notice my name. You'll also notice that it says I have appointments both Monday through Friday and weekends. Many of those are via telephone. You have my cell phone. At any time you need an appointment, all you need to do is reach out to me, and we'll set something up via text. So this is an unusual course. It's an important course because it's your first one, but it's also a foundations course. So that means it's kind of like a buffet course. We don't stay too long at one topic, but we give you an overall view. So other subsequent classes are going to become easier to understand. You will also notice this is a time when we help you to get used to being in grad school. Grad school has a lot of demands, but if we all work together, it seems to be something that is easier for you to move through. You'll notice that there are no textbooks required. We use articles and ebooks. There are some optional books that I say you can purchase if you want. The reason I suggest that is some people are very comfortable with the use of a paper book, or they might have a Kindle. So both books are quite pricey, but they are general texts in the area of leadership. If you look at the course learning outcomes, this is essentially what we hope to accomplish. And it's really my standards. So you should be holding me accountable. If you don't feel that you're getting enough of this information or it's not making sense, you can always text me and we can always discuss. Grading policy is one of the things that people are most concerned with in a class and in a syllabus. Here's what I want you to see. There are 4 specific areas. The first is discussion board posts and responses. That's 30% of your grade. 40% of your grade is going to be written assignments, which you will submit on a weekly basis. You have a final project, which is worth 20%, and you have a final presentation, which is based on the project. You'll notice our grading key, 93 to 100 is an A. That is substantially better than most programs you're going to find. But one of the things I do want to point out to you is what is allowed for graduate study is expected to be between 100 and an 80. In other words, A's and B's only. But you must have a B average, a 3.0 to graduate. So we have to consistently work to keep you in the A and B range. Now, how are we going to check to see how you're doing? Well, there are descriptions of each of the 4 pieces that I mentioned to you before. I do want to make a couple of comments about your discussion boards. First of all, it's expected that you post an original post responding to the questions that are in the classroom for that particular week. You will then also respond to at least 2 of your fellow students, and also you could respond to me. It should be insightful. Don't put ditto or I agree when you're responding to a classmate. Give them a good, solid response. We are going to expect eventually that the initial post will be made by Sunday. So if today was Thursday and you're having class tonight, then your first post would be due by Sunday of this week. And in this case, because we've just started this course, many of you are already ahead of the game. You have posted before it even got to the class beginning. Subsequent posts to students must be made by 11:59 p.m. The week begins on Thursday and it ends on Wednesday. In the early stages of this course, I just want you to get used to working on posting. I'm not going to demand the Sunday night, nor is that deadline in your calendar in Blackboard. We're going to wait a couple of weeks. Probably by week 3, I'll be installing that. But I want you to just get used to the whole flow of the class. Your final project, which we will begin discussing in the very early stages of this class, is a leadership development action plan. And really what it does is it presents you with an opportunity to figure out how you want to go about becoming the leader you want to be. It's going to give you opportunities beginning with who you are and understanding where you begin this journey, as well as starting to talk about, anything from what you see as your most important goal, from a personal mission statement to who's your mentor. Do you have an idea? What's the best of the best leader look like? There's a number of topics we'll deal with, and the final project allows you an opportunity to lay out a plan for yourself. Your final presentation is going to be a summary of this plan, or in fact, it could be whatever you choose to share to start this journey. You might want to focus on parts of your journey to explain how you're moving forward. You might want to share a story that symbolizes to you what the journey ahead will look like. It's up to you. There's a lot of freedom because everybody's leadership journey is their own. I do want you to look at, there's a general course outline. I love this quote from B.B. King. The beautiful thing about learning is no one can take it away from you. And that's so true. I have laid out what you can expect, including general ideas about assignments. But in fact, the details, the real details, can be found in one place, and that's in your weekly units. I know this has been very brief, but it gives you an idea what to expect in the syllabus, and also it might help you to, gravitate to what questions you really have and how I can help you. Thank you so much for your time, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.